No.
What do you want? Fair enough. There is accepting, then there's also understanding, then there's also approving.
Date with other guys and it's all good. Somehow the guy understands and I don't even know why.
Okay for him to not want that, but he knows that he can't make the final decision. I hate
And then
those
the others
terms.
are side chicks. What's up, good people? This is your boy. Okay, I'm not your boy yet, but I'm hoping to become a boy pretty soon. My name is GT. Some of you might know me, some of you don't know me. And if you don't know me, that means you're actually new here. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to be notified every time a banger drops, baby. Welcome to that episode of the Sit Down with GT, where I basically sit down with different people and have regular discussions about everything life relevant. And today, I'm not alone, as usual. I'm with your girl. Introduce yourself.
Hi, you can call me Lou. I do not exist.
Okay, that's okay. Basically, she's saying she's a nobody. But you can call her Lou. Okay. So, our discussion today is about double standards, societal double standards. I've prepared some questions for her. Basically, it's not really questions, but then it's double standards, which I feel like she could talk more on them. So I'll just, without further ado, we'll just get on to it. Okay, so Lou has a friend. This friend is polyamorous, but she's dating someone, and this guy actually understands that the guy understands that she's polyamorous. So Lou's friend is allowed to go out to date with other guys and it's all good. Somehow the guy understands and I don't even know why. And I'm just trying to understand why. So an incident occurred where they were chilling, right? So this other girl who's friends with the guy was hospitalized, and she calls up
I like to say everyone else's sessions didn't have this much tea spilled. Just saying, but continue.
But then it's not you, right? It's your friend.
Yeah, she won't kill me.
She might not, though, especially if I don't mention her name.
Okay.
So yeah, this other girl is calling the mans and she's like, yo, I'm hospitalized. Could you check on me or whatever? Now, this friend is somehow angry for me, say, I don't know, is she jealous, or I'm trying to understand what's the problem. If she's polyamorous and she's allowed to see other niggas, why does she have a problem with her man being, I don't know, close to another girl? I feel like that's hypocritical.
Okay, so I can explain this for her because I remember we talk about it all the time. So polyamory is made up of like the root word poly and amorous, meaning many loves.
Exactly.
So polyamorous people prefer to date more than one person. Like, you know how you're a monogamous person, so your preference is a one person.
That's right.
So with polyamorous people, they are open to the idea of dating other people, but they don't always date other people.
But they do.
So in polyamory, right, jealousy does exist. It is a feeling that whoever is in the polyamorous polycule, that just means like a group of people who are dating each other.
Okay.
Jealousy does exist.
Lot, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's so many words. There's also like metamor. A metamor is a person that's dating your person, but you're not dating that person.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, again, I grilled her. I wanted to know everything.
Okay.
So, my friend
I
is...
like the fact that I'm learning a lot from you.
You're welcome. My friend was admittedly jealous. She was jealous of the phenomenon. Okay, so she had gone on a date like a day before, and prior to
with another chance.
Yes, however, that guy is her friend, not her partner. Okay. So the problem is with
date is a date.
The problem is with polyamory. Any other person you hang out with, that's not the person that you specifically called your partner, can be considered your partner by anyone who knows that you're polyamorous.
Oh.
So like if you outly say that you're polyamorous, anytime someone sees you with somebody, they assume, oh, okay, this is one of their partners. However, friendships do exist between polyamorous people.
Yeah.
So okay, so like, cause like, you could like someone, but you aren't gonna date them because dating requires like a level.
But then if you're going out on dates, that kind of because if you're going out with a person on a date,
yes,
it shows that there's actually some intentions of dating.
There's intentions of dating. That's true.
Yeah.
However, when you go out on a date with somebody, you could find that you aren't compatible romantically, that you don't have romantic feelings.
But then you were hoping that you'll be compatible and eventually start dating. Like
Not
the reason for you to
necessarily.
actually go out on a date, that was the reason.
The reason was because we both liked the same thing. Well, they both liked the same thing. You see, the problem is the word date. You can take the word date and put it on any interaction between two people.
No, I wouldn't.
You can.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't. Are we dating?
We are not dating.
Exactly, we are friends.
Yes.
So if we are chilling, just chilling, that's
Just
chilling.
Uh-huh.
But if I decide to, let's say, I say, let's go out on a date, maybe for a movie, that's because I like you and I'm hoping that something will happen.
So you're saying that
I'm
people,
hoping to date you actually.
friends that are just chilling, right? The only time they go to movies with the friend they just chill with, is that an intention date?
With the chilling, let's say I chill with you and other people and other people.
So the other people is what makes it not a date. What makes it a date? What makes an activity a date? Because she went to the movies, right?
Yeah.
However, she went with her guy friend,
Yeah.
and two of his friends came as well.
Okay, wait. If it's not a date, would it be okay for your partner to do the same with another one?
Now, from what she has told me, yes, it's okay. See, if you're going to date or hang out with other people, you should be able to accept your partner doing the same thing.
But that's the thing, I feel like you never accept it.
You never accept it.
That's why it's a double standard.
Well, so there's accepting, fair enough, there is accepting, then there's also understanding, then there's also approving. So it's not necessarily a double standard because in her male partner's position, he's allowed to do anything that she does. Okay? He's allowed to.
Okay.
And it's his choice whether or not to do what she does. Let me finish! And before these dates happen, because an important part of polyamory is communication, she has to also ask his opinion on how he'd feel if she did this, and if it's okay with him, and if he's comfortable with her going out with other people. And more often than not, the response is usually, it's okay, it's fine, you can go.
If he told her that, no, I'm not okay with it, don't go, she could have been like, no, now you're telling me what to do. You cannot tell me what to do.
I can't argue with you there. That could have been her response.
Okay.
However, when in him saying that he's not comfortable with it, he's exercising his right as her partner to explain whether or not, like, there are things you're okay with your partner doing, things you're okay with your partner not doing. Him saying that he doesn't like something isn't necessarily him trying to control her. And she should be able to see that it's him expressing how he feels about the situation. Because to be fair, it is an uncomfortable situation to be in. So him saying that I don't like this, don't go, isn't necessarily controlling. The statement don't go, that can be interpreted as controlling. However, she's aware of like the reasons as to why he doesn't want her to go.
Yeah.
And with those reasons in mind, she should know that it's not because he wants to like control her decisions. It's because he's not comfortable with what could happen from this date, which is totally fair. Because in polyamorous relationships, from what she tells me, new partners kind of do threaten the position of the primary partner. So in not wanting her to date other people, it's okay for him to not want that, but he knows that he can't make the final decision, and the girl will probably do what she wants at the end of the day. She'll probably do what she wants.
I hear you.
Yes.
You know, I feel like we spent so much time. So there was this one girl who kept on talking about light-skinned gents and dark-skinned gents. It wasn't more like, according to her, she was just saying that she likes dark skins. Okay. But then the way she was saying it, like, yo, light skins are such, oh no, they are not men enough. Light skins, they do crazy stuff. Basically, she was batching me because I'm light skinned, right?
She was bashing you specifically.
Yeah,
like
specifically.
She came to you to tell you about her dark skin preference and bash light skin.
She was talking to me and bashing light skin. So basically, she was just bashing me, telling me, light skins, what, you know. By the way, she's oversized.
Okay.
I got angry because I was taking offense. She's busy talking about light skins and being trash. So I said, I'm quoting myself, I like my hands less obese. And then she went on to say I'm body shaming her since she's oversized. I feel that's a double standard, because why are you bashing me because of how I look, and when if I do the same you're taking it as an offense or something, I don't know, GPV for my say.
Okay, fair. Okay, I love this one because I'm actually good at this one. Okay, so what she said. Okay, so a lot of people usually justify the bashing of other types of people as a preference. So her preference is dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
Right? And it's okay for her to have that preference.
That's okay, but then don't come at me and tell me light skins are trash.
Exactly. She shouldn't use you, light-skinned people, as a way to prove how much she likes dark-skinned people. That's her being rude and disrespectful.
Exactly.
And I guess essentially body shaming you as well. Your response was, if people quote me on this, you said that you prefer your woman less obese.
Exactly.
That was you stating your preference. So to be fair, what you said, it wasn't you didn't say anything about obese women directly.
Yeah, directly.
In her situation, she was talking shit about light-skinned men directly.
Exactly.
So your statement just said, I prefer
my girls less obese.
Okay. So that was what you said. You stated your preference. You said that preference with intention to hurt her feelings, though.
Well, I did.
You did.
I did because I was taking offense. So yeah,
but
I got in my feelings. So I was like, hey, let me just say this, and somehow she took offense and even.
Which is what you wanted.
Yeah, but also I feel like if you don't want to hear, they say, don't be in the kitchen.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
So, you're right.
Yeah.
If you're insecure about something and you run the risk of being made fun of, you shouldn't be insulting people. But for what it's worth, what you said back to her, it wasn't you body shaming her.
Exactly.
She was just affected by the statement you intentionally said to affect her.
But then, let's say I was intentionally body shaming her, like saying stuff like, yo, you are oversized, and just straight bashing her. Would that be okay since she was bashing me?
So, I don't think I'm the right person to ask this, because in terms of revenge, I'm very morally ambiguous. However, most people say that if you're going to exact your revenge on someone, you should always do the same thing they do to you. That way it's not so that way people can't argue, oh no, you went too far. So if she was bashing you about being light-skinned, then you should have also went for her skin.
For her skin?
Yeah, not her body, but her skin instead. It's more acceptable for you to go for either way. It's bad, but like
she was
like
caramel skin.
You know how they say turn the other cheek? You know?
Oh yeah.
You gotta be supposed to. That's the.
I'm never doing
that's
that.
That's the socially respectable response.
I'm never doing that.
You hear what she says?
Never doing that.
You can try correcting her and saying, hey, you can demonstrate your preference without talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Good day to you, ma'am. But if you want, bash her back using the exact same thing she brought up.
If a hand attacks me, like slaps me, I'm supposed to just walk away. If I slap her back, that's GPV. Why is that the case though?
Oh, okay, so
if you're going to attack me, at least let me be allowed to attack back.
So I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that, constitutionally speaking.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not.
That's the thing. That's the issue.
To be fair,
that's the double standard.
She's not allowed to hit you either. She isn't.
But
legally speaking, she's not allowed to lay her hands on you.
But they do, and statistically speaking, if a guy reports a case of being attacked by women, it's less. The punishment is not as severe as if it was a guy who attacked the woman.
That's true. women do get away with assault far more than
that's
men.
like a privilege. Women privilege.
It is, but like, to be fair, the reason why women, in my opinion, I have no scholarly articles or journals to prove this.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the reason why women get away with hitting men is because of the present killing men is because of the present toxic masculinity. When you put a man and a woman together, the assumption is always that the man is stronger. So the man cannot be a victim because he could overpower her if he wanted to. The man could do something to prevent being attacked by the woman. Now, from a social standpoint, you are not in a position to hit her back.
A woman is always a victim. That's the thing.
And
I don't like it.
You know what would help?
Yeah.
What would help is, in my opinion, you'll have to be more persistent in reporting your cases.
Okay.
Police officers, in some situations, don't take cases seriously. There's been lots of reports of women going and reporting abusive husbands, and the police officers telling them just to go home and forgive them. This also happens to men. Okay, you could say that the problem is our justice system. The problem is the justice system. You could say that. But if a woman assaults you, you have to be persistent in opening a case against her.
I feel like if a woman assaults me, I should be allowed to defend myself. If you attack me,
you should.
I need to attack back.
You can, but then
I don't want people saying that I'm abusive or whatever. I'm not supposed to be hitting again. Yeah, I agree. I don't hit a woman.
if a man hits you, right?
Yeah.
If a man hits you, you are aware that you can't just like hit him back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happened? Like after you hit him back, what happens?
Nothing happens.
You'll just like go your separate ways.
Yeah, go separate ways.
And you're like just you're good.
Yeah, we all good.
Well, you're
we
okay.
fought, so we're okay. Let's say I lost the fight. It's all cool. I guess he was stronger, so it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
So you'd want the exact same. You want to do something similar when it comes to women as well.
Exactly.
So the argument there is, if people see a man and a man fighting, people are going to just walk by and be like, okay, that's normal. But if people see a man and a woman fighting, they are going to automatically assume that the woman is the victim, because women are considered weaker. And I guess it's kind of like pick on someone your own size. You know that? Like if you see an able-bodied person and a disabled person fighting, you're gonna like side with the disabled person.
The disabled person, that makes sense.
If you see a young man and an old man fighting, you're gonna side with the old man.
Depending on how old she
really
is. Yeah.
Okay. If he has like gray hair. If he has, let's say the guy
that's like a grandpa, so I'm probably going to side with him.
So I guess in terms of support, people always want to support the victim. Yeah. And women are often seen as the victim. If she wins,
it's a different story.
Yes.
It's a different story.
That
guy is weak.
Unfortunately, y'all really need to be nicer to each other about that, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Like men do, and I think women also. If you get hit by women and stuff, and you try to talk about this, the men in your life, and maybe the women in your life are going to call you weak. Yeah. Even though you know very well you're not in a position to hit her back. So, literally, all you can do, report her and be persistent. If you get if she hits you, get some bruises as well. It'll stand more in court. So if a girl slaps you, report her. Don't hit her. Or get another girl to hit her.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Another girl is a good one. I'll probably do that one. So I think I was in grade 5.
1 point though.
Or 4.
If the reason that she hits you is also important. Like in terms of gender-based violence, the whole premise of gender-based violence is you experience a certain level of violence because of your gender. So if you hit her back, like after she hit you, your reason for hitting her back is not because she's a woman, it's because she hit you.
Exactly.
So technically, you can argue that it's not gender-based violence. Kota, we will still cancel your ass if you hit her. So sorry about that. As your friend, after you tell me the full story, I'll support you, but then I'll be like, I understand why you're getting cancelled. But
let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. I think I was in grade 5 or 4, if not mistaken.
How old were you?
I was 13. Yeah. Why?
I don't want
to.
You
think I won't remember?
Yeah.
No, I remember it. Okay. So I fought this girl.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, you fought this girl. Okay,
Yeah, it was a fight. It was a fight. But it was not like I was beating her. It was a fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were in a car of transport.
Oh, okay.
She attacked me. She slapped me.
She went for you first?
Yeah, she went for me first.
Okay. Out of nowhere? Or were you like arguing before that?
No, we were arguing. That's the thing.
She just like slapped you out of nowhere?
No, she was actually sitting, I think it was on the driver's seat, but then I was at the back seat. I needed to get out, so I needed her to open the door for me. I'm like, hey, would you open the door? And then somehow she's came out, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why.
I love how you remember this.
I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like honestly,
she's 13.
Even at that point, I didn't like know the exact reason why she attacked me, but somehow she just got all defensive, if I must say, because I just asked her to open the door, and somehow she got up and slapped me.
Oh damn!
I was like, hey, what's up? And then she attempted to slap me again.
Girl was aggressive.
Now that's extra. I started hitting her. We fought.
Yo.
We fought for a couple of minutes. They broke the fight up.
Okay.
And she was bleeding and stuff. I beat her up, honestly. We fought. And then now everybody, including people who saw that she started the fight, were accusing me of hitting a woman, telling me...
I mean, you did hit her.
But it was a fight, though. It was a fight. If it was a man, it would have been okay. But since it was a hand, it's a huge issue.
Perhaps that's also what you'll also need to, like, when you're fighting each other, you'll also need to take it seriously. Because it looks like in terms of fights, men will be disregarded. In fights against men are still disregarded. So I feel like if a guy beats you up, go report him as well.
The thing is, if I didn't fight back, I would have been seen as weak.
But now that you have fought back, you're seen as an abuser.
Exactly.
It's a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, y'all are really...
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And please don't tell me I need to walk away. Come on.
I know, like, that's really frustrating.
It's frustrating a lot.
So this happened when you were 13.
Yeah.
You fought a girl.
Yeah.
And she was bleeding from her nose?
Yeah.
Nose?
Yeah.
Okay, she had a nosebleed. Any bruises?
I think also the mouth, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, that's pretty bad. How were you? In terms of the fight, like, how were you? Were you bleeding? Any scratches?
No.
Any bruises?
No, I was just okay.
Okay, so...
It was just me.
In that situation, even though you didn't start the... Okay, so from what I heard of the situation, you are the victim because she started it.
Exactly.
However, you've won the fight.
Yeah, I won the fight.
So you can't be considered the victim anymore because you won. So now the victim is her. If you win, you're no longer the victim. She started it.
Exactly.
You were a child.
Yeah.
She was a child. So it's not something you should be jailed for. I don't feel like you should like...
but then if, let's say, it was happening right now.
If it happened right now.
At
this age.
Yeah, at this age right now.
Oof.
I'd get locked up.
Yeah, you would probably be arrested, yes.
Even
However...
though I didn't start the fight. I was merely protecting myself because I can't let her keep on beating me up. I mean, she slapped me once. I asked her, hey, what you doing? She's doing it again. What's up, yo? I don't even know why. Fuck you, man.
There are people who will agree with you and say that she started it, therefore she deserves the retaliation she got because she hit you first.
Yeah.
In terms of self-defense, I'm not sure what our constitution describes as self-defense because I feel like at some point it's excessive. When is self-defense excessive?
They say the threat has to be imminent.
Eminent.
So,
okay. Then you're gonna have a problem there.
Yeah.
Because women aren't seen as a threat in most cases. So
that's the issue.
Your life wasn't genuinely threatened, and therefore you could lose the case.
My bodily integrity was.
Your bodily integrity.
It was. I had to fight back. I had to.
I can't disagree with you, but try your best not to. Okay, if you're gonna fight women.
Yeah.
Try your best not to win.
Not to win.
Like if a woman
so I'd look like a sissy.
If a woman's violently trying to attack you, it's not going to be completely socially acceptable for you to like punch her back, but you can block her punches. And then the other reason would obviously be get a girl to beat her up.
By the way, I'm not promoting gender-based violence.
I'm not justifying it. I just want to say.
I don't beat women up. I feel like I just need to put it out there. I was 13. was 13, so I don't do that anymore.
However, from the sounds of it, everyone can catch these hands. You don't discriminate whether it's a man or a woman.
Yeah, I don't discriminate. Yeah.
You're gonna get back. But I think that's fair.
Yeah, it is fair.
Because like in another way, people should know, like if there is a man you see that's like visibly bigger and stronger than you and he smacks you, are you gonna fight him back?
I'll try. I'll try.
Really?
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try. If I feel like I'm going to lose the fight, I would walk away at that specific time. I'll come back later, probably with more people or with the weapon or something. But then I won't just let it slide.
Fair enough. Like my opinion is, people shouldn't start fights with people they will lose to.
No, yeah.
And I'm not saying this specifically to women.
You're right.
Like a lot of given differences between men and women, as well as fighting experience, I feel like women have way less fighting experience than men, because like women get in less fights than men. So if it ever comes to the point where you are in a position where you're about to physically fight a man, I feel like the best option is to try and avoid that, because on one hand, society will be on your side as a woman if you walk away. You're not going to be called weak if you walk away. If you do hit him, you do have more rights. You do have more right at the end of the fight. But the problem here is you're still going to get hurt. And I feel like it's important to try and avoid getting hurt.
Yeah, I know.
It is a double standard. And honestly, I don't really know how to change it. And the solution isn't letting men beat up women, just so you know. That's not the solution here.
I know.
I think the solution would just have to be taking men's safety concerns more seriously. Yeah. Not expecting them to have to display strength all the time. Yeah. And when they have something to report, taking it seriously and giving those aggressive, violent women legal repercussions. I feel like that's how we can start, but I don't know.
Also, women should treat men exactly as they would like to be treated.